Well, it was a feel like different game in each period, right? First period seemed slower. Second period was wide open. Third period kind of back to being tougher to get chances. How do you feel like your team did kind of going through that and end up getting a win against a really tough team?
Yeah, no, you're pretty much right on, and no, thought our start was not that bad. Unfortunately, they scored on that one opportunity, but overall, I think we did a lot of good things. It just, um, yeah, for whatever reason, we just couldn't really get it going offensively. You know, and even in the third period, it took us a long time. I think I was looking up probably 12, 13, 14 minutes, even in the third. So glad we tied it up in the end and get it done in OT.
It seemed like you had to rely on your veterans. The top line ends up coming through with that big goal with Charles Udon. This year, those guys, it's been a different group, but they've really been huge for you in these type of games, pulling you through.
Yeah, no, and a lot of people don't know it's not just on the ice. I think off the ice too. Veterans in this, especially in this league, is they're so important, and not just veterans. I think having the right people too. And I feel like since I'm here, we especially the last few years, we having the right people around our young kids where they can learn a lot, and they're leading the way. So they did it again today.
Young kids, though, came through with the overtime goal. Frankie, he hasn't had as much ice time, but what made you confident to put him out there in the 3-on-3?
Yeah, no, he's in a tough spot right now, being in a fourth line. But again, we keep working with him, and he gotta take advantage of those ice times and minutes and opportunities. And in the past, even today, he had some really good opportunities. He just missed the net a couple times, and so I was glad he pretty much fan on the shot and it went in. But that's how it works, I'm just happy it happened to a guy like him.
Obviously, the play Calgary's upset about there's no call. Cromie, what did you see there? Because Cromie, it seemed like there was a little bit of contact, wasn't too much, but you want him to be physical. It's something I'm sure he's working on.
Yeah, no, we wanted to use I don't know body, but especially his stick. He has legs for it. Sometimes he forgets the stick too. I think I have to watch the replay a little bit too, but seems like he had his stick on it a little bit. Not sure if it was a penalty or not, but that's what we need from him. He needs to get more pucks, more retrieval for us on a forecheck, on a O zone, because he can. So no, he made a good play, and again, it set up Frankie for the big goal.
Portillo today seemed like maybe got better as the game went on. In the third period, a couple really big saves that you guys really needed to make sure that you were still in the game.
Yeah, no, and it's not easy for a goalie too. You mentioned in the first question, it was a weird game, right? Every period was different. So can you imagine being a goalie? You had to adapt to a little bit from not doing anything and not being busy at all to being busy. So no, did a good job by staying in the game and came big in the third.
I know you want your guys to be physical. You want them to stand up for each other. Cole Krieger ends up sitting in the box for a while, but came to the aid of Tyler Madden. Is that the type of thing you want to see from your guys?
Yeah, that's our identity. We had a guy jumping whoever is down, jumping the guy right away. That shows a lot. Even our Greeny, our development guys are working with those guys too. Getting if they get in that situation to be a good teammate and help each other out, and that's what we do. And we did it in the past, and with the addition with even a guy like Jeff Malott, even today, a lot of people don't realize and see that kind of little things, what these guys actually do to protect each other. So, and that's for me, that's rain hockey, and we got to continue to do that.
Another one of those guys is Joe Hickett's. It seems like he had a couple plays, probably not going to be in the score sheet or anything. I know he did have an assist, but defensively stopped a few plays that shut down their opportunities and helped get the puck moving the other way. It seemed like some of those type of plays that were big for him today too.
Yeah, no, we needed him today because there was a last minute scratch, or he's been hurt, Jonesy, so he's been out. So Jonesy's been one of our best defensemen, and it's a big hole to fill, right? So I think Creeks jumped in today. Well, he did an excellent job, and the other guys too. And again, Hicksey, that's what he does, right? And whenever we need him, he comes up big, and we just almost have to settle him down sometimes because he wants to do too much. So, no, another good effort for him. I keep repeating myself, but that's why he's here. That's why we love him, and that's why, hopefully he's going to be here for a long time.
And then for you, you've said this a couple times that the first game in the 2 games is always the most important. How do you kind of approach tomorrow having a practice day? It's not a back-to-back. You don't have to get ready so quickly. Have a day to rest before Monday.
Yeah, no, it's a little different because usually it's a back-to-back. I just gonna remind them about tomorrow, and the next day is, a few weeks ago we played Calgary, same schedule, and they didn't really show up in a game 2. So that's something we have to or want to change. We don't want to end up like that. We want to continue to beat those good teams. It's a great test for us. So again, we're going to enjoy tonight, but tomorrow we're going to go back at it in practice and hopefully have another good game on Monday.
And it's another game that's early. Is that another chance for you guys to try to get going a little bit earlier in the first period on Monday?
Personally, I love it. I absolutely love it. As a player, I love that. As a coach, I love it. Feels like a long day like today, but usually you get it done and you can still, have the rest of the day or evening. I think the only challenge we had was the traveling day yesterday. That was just not good. Probably my fault too. It's putting the guys in a tough spot today. So they give everything today they had, but it's always afternoons are great. We just have to watch and control our travel a little bit better.